What is up, guys? Frank Dingleberry here. So today the Call of Duty World War II beta came out, which is actually a day early, and it's something that they did as well on both the PlayStation only weekend and the PlayStation and Xbox weekend. So I was kind of hoping that they would do it a day early as well for PC, and they did, so that's awesome. And also there seems to be an average of about 65,000 players playing, so this is awesome. I don't even think Infinite Warfare had that game on that much players on launch. I think it only hit like 30,000. I could be wrong. I feel like it was even 13, which is just sad in my opinion. Black Ops 3 even only hit about 60 or 45,000. One was the beta number and one was the game number. I can't remember which one, but 65,000 means that you can jump in domination, you can jump in hardpoint, and there will be people playing. You don't need to only play TDM, which is basically the curse on PC just due to the low player count. So I'm hoping that the people playing the beta enjoy the game enough to buy it, and already it's already on the top sellers, which is just a pre-order, so that's awesome. And so today I figured I would benchmark the game for you guys on my hardware to show you guys how well it runs. And I'm very pleased to say that this game runs phenomenally. There's actually a lot of negative feedback about the performance in the community hub on Steam, but it seems, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people are attempting to play this game with 8 gigabytes of RAM, and this game recommends 12 gigabytes, and this game likes to eat 9 on average, so there are a lot of people who've been having trouble running the beta. But I mean, as long as you have 16 gigabytes, you're going to be fine, probably even 12 as well, because the game is liking to eat 9, and then plus you have Windows consuming, 1.5 to 2 gigabytes. So on that alone, my computer's using up 11 gigabytes, let alone the Steam that's running in the background and any other programs that are going on. So yeah, I do recommend having 16 gigabytes to play this game, and this is kind of the way that games are going to go forward from here on. They're only going to consume more and more RAM. So in the time of PC gaming, it's probably the best time to start thinking about getting 16 gigabytes. So yeah, the gameplay you're watching right now is just some raw gameplay. This is my second or third game on, I believe, so I just had instant replay going and I recorded the gameplay because it turned out pretty well. But I'll also show you some gameplay with the Rivatuner statistics so you can see how much GPU memory is being used, how much CPU is being utilized, and RAM, etc, etc. So you guys can look at that in a second. So as you can see from the graphics settings, I'm running maxed out completely on every setting at 1080p. And my PC specs will be in the description, but basically it's 16 gigabytes of DDR4 clocked at 2400 megahertz, a Ryzen 5-1600, which is overclocked to 3.8 gigahertz as of right now, because I actually bought a 212, but we'll get into that another day. And the GPU is an MSI Gaming X RX 480, 8 gigabyte, and the game itself recommends an R5-1600X, which is about what my overclock is right now anyway, so I basically have that CPU. And then an RX 580, which is a slightly faster variant of my 480, but it is factory overclocked, so they're pretty much the same GPUs. And this is recommended setting. Playing with these kind of specs will allow you to max out the game at 1080p. I'm pretty sure that if you had even less, you could probably do things like medium and maybe even lower the resolution if you need to. But as of right now, the game seems pretty damn stable for a day one beta, and I'm very pleased. In a second, I'll play the gameplay for you guys to watch, which has all the Rivatuner statistics on it. But here are the benchmark numbers, and as you can see, we had a minimum of 60. I never dropped below 60 once. We had an average of 85, which is very playable, and we had a maximum of 115. Zombies joke, LOL. But yeah, that's pretty awesome. And I took these benchmark numbers in 3 different games with 3 different maps, and I did 3 times each, so we had a pool of 9 numbers to determine the averages. But yeah, I guess that's everything. So here's the rest of the gameplay. Enjoy, and keep an eye on the CPU utilization and GPU utilization. I have a feeling that this game likes multi-threaded CPUs, so I don't know how well a quad-core would perform, but the beta is free, so if you have a quad-core, then just jump in and see how it works for you. So yeah, here's the gameplay. Until next time, peace trout, YouTube.
Dropping Fritz X-Bomb. Recon airborne. Enemy recon aircraft in the area.
He's moving!
Fritz X-bomb mission underway. Recon searching for targets. Firing for fire. Target zone locked. Great work. They are in full retreat.
Fire coming from the cabin!